Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. I have an interesting question today. What do you do when you have your heart set on a specific wonderful pattern and it is not a workable pattern for you? How do you move on from that? Somebody please tell me. Hey, how's it going? So, as I was saying in my preview there, Okay, so I really wanted to make these Halloween candy bags, specifically for my daughters. I don't have a lot to do for their costumes this year. They're pretty straightforward. Usually I have a lot of prep when it comes to doing costumes because I usually end up making their costumes. So I picked up this adorable pattern on YouTube, and it was also on Pinterest, and it led me to the same thing, and it's really adorable. It is granny squares, ghosts, pumpkins, staggered, about the size of a tote bag. Really cute. This is how mine worked out. My first one worked out today. What? So, you're supposed to do a nice round in single crochet. So, I did. For instructions, after the 5 into your magic ring, and then your 2 single crochets on the next row to expand, is to just keep going around and around until it's big enough. My brain does compute that. I cannot. Like, hers is gorgeous. How did you get there? How many rows? And she just keeps going around going, what was it? I think it was like 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet. Mine ended up like this. And I stopped. I ended up with it already waving, so I stopped the decreases and just did 1 single crochet, and it still comes out wavy. So then to get your squares, it's all double crochet, and you make your corners where you make your corners. I cannot. So this is my first one that got even close because I just keep on frogging. I am really frustrated. I am taking this apart because obviously this is not working. I've looked at Pinterest and I found some reasonable ones, but I'm not sure if they're going to work out. And I looked at the ghost video, and it's, again, till it's big enough. I don't know. She doesn't give a size. She tells you how many squares you need, but doesn't tell you how many rows, except for the first little bit. And I cannot do this. I really can't. I'm not the worst crocheter. I'm actually not bad. So we're going to take this back to here, and her instructions were just not working for me. So I'm going to take this apart. I do like the idea of using this for the bloodier, more horror-inspired bag choice here, but it's still, I have 40 stitches, and it just is not working. I hope that isn't rubbing on there and making a ton of noise. Sorry if it is. So I'm a little defeated by this one. This is just very, very frustrating. And I hate wasting my time because I've wasted most of my day coming back to it and walking away for a little bit trying to puzzle it out because I'm really good with amigurumis. I could make you a ball without even thinking. I can do these things, and this is just not coming together. I don't know if it's just single crochet, and I look at hers, and hers is cute. She has the 2 2 rows of her black around it to really make it, and the teeth do. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on this, which is very disappointing because I wanted this done by Halloween, and I'm starting to panic here because I have 2 bags to make. That's a little bit of work, and I was hoping to not have to rush through it as quickly as possible, because of course I'm going to want to line the bags. I don't want to. I may be just stuck doing Halloween colors and just regular granny squares. I might have to do it that way and just leave it as is and not be very impressed, because I really am not very impressed. I am very upset. I'm sure this will work for somebody who has more experience, or I'm not even sure. A few people were saying that it was working for them. Other people were saying it would have been really a lot better if they had added a few more details for numbers and whatnot. It would have been really appreciated. So I don't know. And this is not wanting to come apart. So I'm going to walk away from this project for the rest of the day. I'm going to continue looking around and seeing what I can find, and just see if I can come up with something that I like that will actually work, right? I need to do that. So I'm just going to save my yarn because I don't like reworking my yarn, and it's kind of a pain in the tush. Really it is. I'm super frustrated right now, and I just want to scream at something, but that's not going to help anything, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to go to the drawing board. So my daughter told me she's going to be invited to a birthday party, and she's put in a request. I need to make a black and pink love cat in particular. 1 second, I just dropped my ball. Oh my goodness, could you just stop rubbing on that? Sorry. So I am going to use that crazy eyelash black that I have, and a couple, maybe 2 different pinks. I don't know yet. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to make another love cat, and that should calm me a little bit. But I'm not doing that tonight. I'm going to work on the mindless granny square for my mom's shrug, and just watch some TV and calm my nerves, because I'm not a happy camper about this. This is just really should not be this hard. I got all the supplies, I got the right stuff, I know how to do everything. So why can't I make this work? I don't want it to not work, and I don't know. Maybe I'll do that double crochet one I was just trying out. I didn't really like how it was turning out, but I don't know. Oh my goodness, and now I got, we'll deal with this later. I am out of my patience. But yeah, I need to fix the necklace that I'm looking at right here, so I'm going to do that real quick. Yes, I keep these close for these kind of things. So we got a nice little necklace here. It's a cute pink axolotl, but this piece keeps popping off. So if this doesn't want to work, I'm going to have to pull out my box of proper rings, go from there. The problem is there are certain places on necklaces that they do not solder, because when you get the soldering anywhere near them, it actually will melt your metal. So one of the most common places for a necklace to burst is right by your clasp, right here. And you'll very rarely find that soldered, and that's why. It won't be soldered because there's a spring inside there. And as soon as they get that heat anywhere near that spring actually will completely dissolve. So interesting jewelry fact, I guess. I'm going to give this a tight squeeze here. I'm going to squeeze this bit here a little bit more, so you always want to use a gentle touch. Jewelry can be quite delicate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over a little. So we're going to go a little bit tighter in here, okay? And yes, I realize that this is not a fine piece of jewelry, but it is something that means a lot to my daughter. So, I'm going to take my time with it and just giving it a tight little fold here. Yes, it is folded right over. And we are repaired. Now I'm feeling a little better about my life. I got something done that was on my to-do list, and it actually worked out. So here's our little axolotl. This is one of my favorite tools. She'll be super happy. Her brother got it for her birthday, and she has not really wanted much. This is like a Swiss Army tool. We got everything from blades to screwdrivers. I believe there's a set of scissors in there. Yeah, there's scissors in there. And it comes in a nice carrying case. The carrying case, I believe, is in one of my purses, but I usually have it around where I'm working just for the little things like that. And it's perfect. I love the flat needle nose pliers. If you're going to be fixing jewelry, try to use flat needle nose pliers. Now, let's see here. I'm going to pick up my ball and throw it on this giant pile. I'm still super delighted by these. My daughter wanted some headphones. So that's shinies. They're cat ears and a unicorn. So it's a unicorn cat. She was using her tablet in here earlier. So I'm just going to put that there. And yeah, let's see here. There's where I ended off. Okay, we got my this and that. Now we're going to just do some relaxing crochet. I'm just going to keep going like that. I feel like that is hitting the microphone, and I feel that's probably not going to be the most favorite sound out there. So I apologize if it's clanging on there. I can hear it clanging on my ear, so I figure it's probably being picked up by this microphone. Like, I can't even have the TV playing any sound at all. It picks it right up. It's a very good microphone. It's, we got it on Temu. It plugs right into my phone. And so far I've been pretty satisfied. I did have to cut some holes in the inside of the fuzz because it was just really tight and really muffling my voice. So that was kind of a thing. I didn't want to take it off because I figured it'll probably pick up way too much. We have people that thump down the hall and stuff, and I really don't think anyone wants to hear that. Or me swallowing or anything weird. And so we got for about $8. It's going out for like 45 and stuff like that, and it was going for like 60 something on Amazon for the exact same brand and everything. So I got a good deal on it, so I'm pretty happy about it. I do have to charge it occasionally. I just plug the two pieces into each other, the receiver and the microphone, and you can plug it into just one and it charges both at the same time. So that's cool. It does not work on my computer. I tried plugging it in my computer and it caused the USB to have a short, and it scared me, so it will never be plugged back into there. I'm not doing that. I don't know what that means. Basically it means that I don't fully understand is what I'm starting to say, but I do kind of get it. It means that it draws too much power. So like I'm using it right now and it's eating my battery on my phone, but I could even plug in the receiver while I'm using it with my phone and it would charge my phone slowly. So there are a few options, but it doesn't work like that on the computer. And here we are with another scrap. I am kind of happy that I'm using some of my scrap yarns on this. But I am super, super stressed about that. And I've got this orange. I'll probably start using this for part of the pumpkins and stuff. I really want to use that idea of the pumpkins and the little ghosties because they were so cute. And I see that being something my kids would really like. I got this vision in my head of what I want it to be, and I'm very frustrated right now. Can't even tie my knots. I know. A lot of people don't really like the knots, but for this particular yarn and this particular project, it gets lost really quick. You don't see the yarns. It's a nice good thickness. And I don't have a pair of scissors up here. Wow, that's absurd. 1 second, I'm just going to reach over to like half a foot away. Okay, give me my... Okay. Oh. I do have scissors. I didn't have to do all that dramatic. Yeah, that's how out of it I am with this. So, I'm not sure what kind of yarn this is. I know it's an acrylic. It's a little different. I don't know. It's not a red heart. The color is more of a burnt orange. I think it's a lightweight 4. It's very splitty. That is for sure. It is definitely a very sensitive type of yarn. As in, it likes to split at a hit. Just really fast. I don't know, it could be something super old, it could be something fairly new. I don't know. I mean, I've got some yarns from way back when, I got some from yesterday, and that kind of thing. So that's a fun part of getting your yarn from other stashes, from the thrift store, from just about anywhere you can think of. I'll grab that yarn. And as I've shown before, I will take things apart if I really like the yarn and I think I can get it apart without wasting a lot of it. So there are a couple that I need to sit down and do. And that's coming up where I get to have a little more of a breakdown, but we're coming up to Christmas, so I'm trying really hard to get everything figured out that I want to do. I want to do some cross stitching. I might do that after this, actually. I haven't cross stitches in ages. I have the pattern up and going. I've got the project right next to my bed. I'm ready for it, actually. And my glasses, these ones work really well, so I'll be able to see a lot easier, and I have much better lighting if I have to pull out that. Can't see that through my daughter's prize. That's my Hobie headlights that go around your neck. Those are amazing. Because quite honestly, I have about 4 or 5 different cross-stitching projects that I'd really like to do. I've got this really cute Deadpool one I want. I think it's the one where he's riding a rainbow and, riding a unicorn throwing cupcakes over a rainbow. I just think it's adorable. I just really want it. So, yeah, a couple of my diamond arts I'm considering making them into cross stitch as well, because you can do that. That is okay to do that. They give you the DMC colors you need, and the whole pattern's right there. So if you really wanted to turn something into a actual cross stitch and then do the diamond art for whatever reason, or not do the diamond art, that's up to you. I like that option. It kind of marries 2 of my hobbies. And then I've got my punch needle set. I really want to get to that. I keep seeing people do the cutest little things with them here and there, and I think they're adorable. And I'd really like to get in on that. There's a couple things I'd love to do. And yeah, I think punch needle is going to be something I'm going to have a lot of fun with. And I'm really excited. I have a small one to try it out, a small kit. And yeah, I love watching videos of people make the big rugs. I wish I had the room and all that. Oh, man, those look like fun to do. Like a lot of fun. Those big Pokemon ones and stuff like that, where they just like, they're so gorgeous to watch them make. They just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I know. Do I really need another hobby? Yeah. I mean, I don't have wood burning right now, so I need something that feels like drawing, sort of. Maybe. Maybe not. It does involve yarn, though, so that is cool with me, and I'm right into this yarn. So, I'm gonna get this done. And we are going to take this off my to-do list. I still have the tapestry behind me. I kind of set it aside for a few days, and I'm okay with doing that. Sometimes I will like hyperfixate on one project and get a lot done, and other times I'll sit there and I'll try to do a project and it just is not working for me, so I just put it aside. Right now, quite honestly, I'm tucking the last few weaving in my ends, in other words, and it is just, nobody likes to weave in ends. If you do, you are amazing and you need to pat your back. It's like when I'm doing cross stitching, people don't like back stitching. I love back stitching. Love it. I'm very rare that way. I think it is really like giving your project depth, because with cross stitch, you use so many different colors and shades of colors to get your shadows and your picture across. I've seen some beautiful shadow work of just like black, grays, and whites with a touch of this color or that color just to really make it pop, and my heart just stops at the artistic abilities, and it is gorgeous, 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 and it is, again, like just shade work, and that is really, really neat to me. So yeah, I think I might do that. I might end up recording a little bit of working on this particular adorable superhero type person, because he's cute and he's got a big head and he's got a little tiny body, and it is one of my favorites, and I think it's great. But I think next time I do something like this, I'm not going to go with such a small, I'm not going to do it as small. It is really hard for me to see with this particular Adia. It's nice cloth. I have a ton of it. Well, not so much anymore because I've earmarked a bunch of it. But I think it's like an 18 count or something, which means it is really small X's. I mean, that's what you're doing. It's, again, color by number, but you're doing X's with thread. And it is so satisfying hearing that sound of your needle going through that taut material. Yeah, I think I've talked myself into it. I think I'm going to do a little work on that and see how I feel. It is an easy project for me to do in my bed at night while I'm watching TV. Yeah. Just because I found crochet and crochet has really touched me and made me very excited about it does not mean I have lost my love for my painting or my cross stitching. I love art. I love creating. I feel overwhelmed on a lot of things, and if I can create something during my day, even just for a little bit, even when I'm working full time, if I can take 10-15 minutes somewhere in my day and do something creative, I can deal with the rest of it. I can deal with the rest as long as I do something that is for my soul, my creative soul, because I am just that person. I have always enjoyed creating, and I love it. I love it. And I hope that other people who love doing the same thing are able to connect and find people of like-mindedness and able to keep on sharing, keep on supporting each other, and just keep on finding beauty. Finding beauty. I enjoy sitting there sometimes just watching other people's little reels and whatnot of them making stuff, and it's so satisfying for me, and I get so excited for them for doing such beautiful work, and I'm just like, yeah, you got this. You're just so awesome. And I hope there's at least one or two people thinking the same to me, that, I got this. I know I got this. I'll figure this out, this whole pattern, even if I have to write my own darn pattern, basing it off 2 or 3 other options that are not working for me the way I'd like them to. Maybe I'll make my squares quite large. Maybe I will just make it so I can, maybe I'll just ditch any semblance to this young lady's beautiful work and do something that's a little different. Maybe I'll do Frankenstein. Maybe. I got a lot of things swirling around here. A lot of planning. But yeah, watch out for my new Loaf Cat coming out soon, because apparently I'm making a Loaf Cat, and that's going to be coming up right quick, because the little girl's saying her birthday is right soon. So we are going to jump all over that and possibly maybe make her some gloves or something. I don't know. She's a good friend to my daughter, and my daughter really likes her company, and I would just love to. She's a little creator too. She makes little rubber bracelets, and so I'm kind of hoping maybe I can get her some supplies for her love, and that'd be cool. Anyways, thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box and listening to me ramble on as I'm trying to figure out what to do when a pattern does not like you. See you soon. Bye.